Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Cathy of Cathy's Cash and Coin. I'm a single mom with 3 daughters. Although my oldest is now married and out of the house, my middle daughter just finished up her 3rd year at college, and then I have my youngest that lives here with me in our home, although she is in Michigan for the summer. Thank you so much for stopping by and checking out this video. Today we are budgeting out paycheck number 1 of July. I'm a little bit behind. Obviously, we got paid. We didn't get paid on the 4th because that was a holiday. We got paid on the 3rd. I'm filming this on the 8th, hopefully posting it tomorrow, the 9th. So I'm already like 5-6 days behind. But we're going to go ahead and jump right into this. So we are going to start with my income. I have one main income, and that is working for the post office. And I did have a decent amount of overtime on this check. All right. And so my paycheck was $2,320, and I only budget my my full-time job for my expenses, my bills, my debts, my sinking funds. This is the only thing I use. I do a separate budget for when I am blessed with the YouTube income, and then also I use child support money for savings challenges, which goes to all sorts of different things for me and my family. So anyway, we're gonna go ahead and go with $2,320, which, like I said, has a decent amount of overtime on this paycheck. I probably won't have as much overtime on the next paycheck because the week 1 of the next paycheck will be 4th of July week, which I was not at work that week. I was on vacation. So it will be mostly just a straight time paycheck. All right, so I have 2 debt payments to make, and because this is a little bit higher, and I know when we get to one of these sinking funds binders, I don't have to put as much into it. I am going to pay a little extra to each of these. Venture 1 and Quicksilver are the 2 debt payments to make with paycheck 1 of July. As a reminder, I use paycheck 1 of the month to pay everything from the basically the 16th to the end of the month, and then everything for paycheck 2 I use to pay everything from the 1st to the 15th of the month. So both of these are due, I think both of them are due around the 21st, something like that. So they would always be in paycheck 1 of each month. And then paycheck 2 covers any debts or any bills that are due the 1st through the 15th. I hope that makes sense. I do try and break it up just to make it easy so that when I have a 3rd paycheck, which will be coming up next month in August, I won't have any payments to make because I will cover everything with paycheck 1 and paycheck 2. Paycheck 3 is a 3rd free paycheck, which is called a magic month for those of us that get paid bi-weekly or those that get paid weekly. If you budget only 4 and you get that 5th paycheck, I do have a video. I will link it, but I'll also talk about it more next month in August about how to get ready for that magic month and to really have it be like a free paycheck. If you're not budgeting and you're living paycheck to paycheck, it doesn't work. But if you really budget and plan to pay everything from one date of the month to the next, and do that with whatever it is, 4 paychecks or 2 in my case. And obviously if you get paid once a month, this wouldn't work. But okay, so I think the minimum on both of these is about, Venture 1 is probably closer to 200. No, I'm sorry. Quicksilver is 125 for sure. So I'm gonna put an extra 50. Yes, I'm gonna put an extra 50 to Quicksilver. And Venture 1, I'm gonna do, I think it's about 200. So I'm gonna do 225 for Venture 1. That's not, that gives me an extra 50 towards Quicksilver and an extra about 25 to Venture 1, I think. All right, so I should be up $400 is going to debts. All right, so we have 2320 minus 400 equals 1920. Okay, so a big question I keep getting asked is when I'm going to do another debt update. I will do a debt update video. I'm not going to promise when it's going to be done because it's sometimes really tricky for me to get these videos done and posted and get the next one done. So as soon as I'm able to, and once I have all the numbers, I will film another debt update video because we've been making really good progress on some of these. So I'm super excited to show it. But I'm not going to promise on when it will be done. All right, mortgage and HOA. I do split this in half. So this is only half of the payment. Now my mortgage is most of this. My mortgage includes my homeowner's insurance and my taxes that I have an escrow. And then my HOA is only $76 a month. So it's not a huge part of this, but I do break it in half just so it's not, that would be almost my whole paycheck. So it just makes it easier for me. All right, subscriptions for this paycheck is only about $46. And then phones. Phones is $196, which is wonderful to see it under 200. I love it. And then Wi-Fi is $100. Both of these I got down by switching plans. Wi-Fi, I actually got a faster speed and a lower price. So that was awesome. All right, gas for my home is actually, I have a credit with them right now, but I'm just going to keep sending what I usually send is about 60 or 65 so that when winter comes, I am going to have a credit, and I could ask them to do this for me to give me the average of what I use throughout the year and then pay that same amount. But I've just been doing it myself and paying a little extra. So I have a pretty good credit with the gas company right now, and I'm just going to keep sending on average what I've been sending. Gas for my car. Now, I've already spent about 30 of it because we did go to Michigan over the weekend. So I am going to budget 60 actually for this paycheck. And so half of it's already been spent. And then water. This has gone up quite a bit for me. I've had a lot of people in and out of my house lately, and also doing the gardening, using a lot more water. So that is $111. It's a bit more than what I'm used to. It's actually quite a bit more than what I'm used to, but I'm grateful that I have some overtime on this check, and hopefully I might have to come back because I might be putting too much in here. I didn't really figure out my numbers too much except for what exactly I know I have to pay, but maybe I might be going a little too high with the extra payments here, but we will see. So let's total this up real quick. $16.91, and we are going to take the $16.91 from the $19.20, which leaves us $229. And then from there I go to my wallet. So again, I'm not going to put anything in most of these. The only one that's going to get something for my wallet is food, and I'm gonna do $60, and this is really just I have about a week and a half left, and I think with the couple things that I need at the store, I think $60 should be okay. I don't have any big expensive items that are needed. Little things, produce and fruit like the berries and stuff. They've been on sale still, so hopefully I can make the 60 work. All right, so we have $229 remaining, and we're going to take away 60, which leaves us $169. All right, so we are going to move to my sinking funds. All right, so we are going to move to my sinking funds. This is my dated binder. These all are categories that are either due. There's one monthly, bi-monthly, quarterly, or yearly. So these all have a specific date when they need to be funded. So my landscaper has a $0 now because I did pay him for June. So we're going to start adding $45. He comes about twice a month. So as long as he comes twice a month, $45 a paycheck should cover it. And it does cost $45 each time he comes. Now garbage, I still have not gotten a bill. So I'm thinking I paid in advance because this should be due in July. I'm going to have to look up and check on my account online. But this is fully funded. So we are going to add nothing here. Now, ButcherBox is $25 a month. ButcherBox had some great deals for Prime Day today. Like I said, I'm filming on the 8th. So I'm going to add another 25. Like I've said before, I split this with my sister. So it's really about $75 for each of us every other month. So I save $100. So I'm already ahead of the game with some of the deals that I added on to my ButcherBox subscription from the Prime Day deals today. All right, and then Grove is where I get all my cleaning products and things like that. I've talked about Grove before. Grove and ButcherBox, I also have a video of unboxing those. And then MK is where I get all my skincare products. I order from them once a year. Now card tags, it's $150 a year. I do $7 a paycheck. Now Microsoft is $3 a paycheck, and that is my yearly subscription. Amazon Prime is fully funded, so we're gonna add nothing to that. Now school fees is also fully funded. I have not called the high school yet to see what the fees are gonna be, and I don't know that it's gonna be $500 this year for the junior high. I just know in past years it's been $400 to $450. So because she's gonna be in 8th grade, I do want to save a little extra for any graduation fees, things like that. Like I said, when I get the breakdown of what all the fees are for the junior high, I will show them to you guys. Now swim, I do save $19 a paycheck. We have 212 in there now, and this I is due in like September, and I have multiple savings challenges going for this. This is swim fees for the fall winter season. And then ID theft protection, I do $7 a paycheck. And then cart manager, I think we only need to do $1 this paycheck. It's just an app I use. It's only $40 for the whole year, so it's not a big expense. All right, I'm gonna total this up and see where we were at. $132. And we had 169 left. That leaves us $37 to go somewhere else. All right, we have $37 whole dollars left over. So we're gonna start with school supplies. School supplies, I think I wanna bump this up, the goal up actually to like 200, because I think I want to include, we have, I'll just go like this, $37 left. I don't want to go over because I think I want to make sure that I have money for school clothes and things too, because I don't have a clothing fund going right now. Costco, that's $5. Costco, I'm going to do $10. Mom fuel, I'm not going to do anything. Birthdays, I'm not going to do anything because of savings challenges. Now holidays and family fun, it says 0, but there is a little bit left over. So I think that's 15 of it. I think I'm not going to put anything in either of these for right now until I see exactly how much I have left from the 4th of July week, and then we'll go from there. The next holiday I would spend money on would be maybe Halloween, but we have enough Halloween decorations. I can't imagine really needing anything except for candy to pass out. Now self-care is something that is needed right now. I am going to add $10 here, and then giving, I'm not going to add anything to. We have $11 in there if I ever see the need, so $10, $25. So it's going to be $25, which means we will have $12 left over. And so that was my revolving binder, and so we have $12 to put, and this is my long-term binder, so we have $12. So I think we're going to go with, we're going to put the we're going to put $2 into graduation party, and this will be for any expenses. I'm hoping to have a graduation party combined for Autumn and for Helena, my middle daughter, graduates college, and Autumn will graduate 8th grade next year, so we'll have one big party for them. So that leaves me $10. So I am going to put $5 into health and $5 into car maintenance. Health is, I have a $25 copay, and then I also have a co-insurance. So every time I go to the doctor, I pay the $25 and I try and pay extra because I always know there will be some kind of bill coming after I do whatever it is, blood work, whatnot. And then car maintenance, I do need tires by the end of the year or by winter when the weather gets bad here in the Chicagoland area. So we're going to do $5. Oh, I didn't put anything in vet. That's okay. We're going to just leave it there. $12, which means we should have 0 remaining. All right. So we had 169 left. In the revolving, we put $25. The dated, we put $132. And the long term, we put $12. We didn't put anything into the savings binder, the new home, or the Harry Potter. Harry Potter is my vacation binder when I plan a vacation. So we're going to add these 3 up, and hopefully they total 169. $169, which means we have 0 remaining. So we have a 0 base budget. Now I always have a little buffer in my account This is in my long-term binder. I have a debt envelope, but that's for when I get, you know, a blessing or my YouTube income, that kind of will go in there. This is paying a little extra to Venture One and Quicksilver, which is really great, to add a little bit to those out of my paycheck, which is very rare to be able to do. So I'm super grateful for the overtime, although it's been really hot here, so overtime is tough to do, but that is it. I hope you guys all are doing well and had a wonderful holiday for the 4th of July. Those of you here in the US and everyone else, I really hope you're doing well. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for being here. And I will go and get the cash and do the cash stuffing, especially to get that food money so I can run to the store. And I know berries are still on sale, and I do like to have some Diet Pepsi on hand. That is one of my vices, but that's it. You guys take care. Have a blessed day. Bye.